coronavirus cases are rising in California, and experts say the prevalence of the more contagious Delta variant is to blame.
Delta is really infectious, and it is a bigger problem. It's easier to catch and it's easier to transmit.
Infectious disease expert Shane Crotty at the La Jolla Institute for Immunology is one of the leading researchers on COVID-19. He says the good news is that the vaccines protect against the Delta variant.
At this point, you're either vaccinated or you're going to catch Delta variant. And if you're not vaccinated and you catch Delta, you're more likely to end up in the hospital than pretty much anything else you've caught in your life.
He says we simply need to get more people vaccinated, or Delta could bring back more restrictive measures meant to protect public health, like mandatory masking.
We don't currently have a high enough vaccination rate in California or in San Diego to stop Delta.
Even though the vaccines are still under emergency use authorization from the FDA, Crotty says all of the safety data is there and believes it's now just a matter of time before federal regulators give full authorization.
You know, a lot of people have been saying, hello, you should probably really pick up the pace on checking through the paperwork because we've got a pandemic going on. The safety data are fantastic. The protection data are fantastic. The inclusiveness of the vaccine trials was fantastic.
In San Diego, while hospitalizations are still relatively low and not at winter levels that nearly overwhelmed healthcare systems, they are rising. And with more cases coming in, that trend may continue.
Increased admissions, increased ICU admissions.
UC San Diego's Chief of Pulmonary and Critical Care, Dr. Jess Mandel, says nearly all of their current hospitalized COVID-19 patients are unvaccinated.
We're dealing with severe illnesses that in many cases are preventable, and it really is heartbreaking when you see folks who are incredibly sick, the trauma to themselves, to their families, and just think how much of this could have been prevented with vaccination.
Crotty says more and more evidence is coming in that shows just one dose of the Moderna and Pfizer vaccine is not enough to protect against the Delta strain. And he says while still too early, the idea of booster shots is not out of the question just yet. Matt Hoffman, KPBS News.